love magnets. Greetings, love warriors. Greetings, love icons. This is Pangea North Star coming to you from my highest timeline. How is everyone this evening? I am so excited to be with y'all this evening. I'm so excited for this topic that we have. The title of our discussion tonight is Attract Partners, Not Passengers. Attract partners, not passengers. Oh, I hope y'all are ready to get into this. This is going to be juicy. It's going to be good. You guys, we are going to get right into our topic tonight. But before I do that, I do want to introduce myself and my intention for my YouTube channel and my intention for this conversation tonight. As I do that, y'all please say, give me some greetings, give me some hearts in the chat. Let me know how y'all are doing tonight. Let me know who's here with me. Y'all, my name is Pangea North Star. I am a Reiki healer. I am a teacher. I am a energy reader. I also use tools such as sound therapy, tarot and oracle cards, and another wonderful tool called Compassion Key to help my clients work through energetic blockages. As I stated before, I do have some classes that I teach online, and at the end, I will mention some upcoming classes that I do have. Many of you that do follow me regularly have taken my class, 7 Centers of Attraction, and the New Way to Attract Love. I have a new class coming out that is for men and for women, and I'm super excited about that. I'll be introducing that in October. And again, as I said, I'll be giving more details at the end tonight, so stick with me. So our topic for tonight is attract partners, not passengers. And I'm going to be sharing this from the same perspective that I always share, which is the perspective that we are always attracting frequencies, vibrations that match our own. Okay. And I want to be specific about what I mean by that. When I'm talking about frequencies and vibrations, your frequencies and your vibrations are emitted or created by your emotions, right? The vibrations emitted from our emotions are held in what is called our aura in layman's terms. Greetings, Kevin. Our vibrations are held in what we call our aura in layman's terms. In scientific terms, we call it our biomagnetic field. If you wish to study more about this and look it up, your biomagnetic field, right? Which is just within our personal space. Okay, scientists are now able to measure our biomagnetic field, which is anywhere from 3 feet. For some people, it's 6 feet. For those who really put efforts into developing their biomagnetic field, their aura, do a lot of, I'm not gonna say it doesn't have to be a lot of meditation. I almost said a statement that's not 100% accurate. It does not have to be meditation. But if you are into building your biomagnetic field and you put effort into that, intentional efforts into having a good, healthy, strong, flowing energy in your biomagnetic field, it can be 20 feet out from you. The most recent thing that I read, the highest measurement has been out to the span of a football field. Okay, that there have been people whose biomagnetic field has been measured as being as wide from and out from their body, emitting out from their body as wide as a football field. Okay, So, you guys, let's get into our topic tonight. And we're going to teach this, we're going to share this from the perspective that we are always attracting frequencies, vibrations, right, that match our own vibration. Okay, so we're meeting people, we're drawing things into our life like a magnet. Notice that term that we used earlier. Your aura, the technical term for aura is biomagnetic field, right? You can hear the word magnet in that, right? So we are always attracting like a magnet based on our vibration, okay? So if we are seeing things showing up in our biomagnetic field that we do not desire or that seem unfamiliar to us, then that means that is an indicator that there are unresolved emotions, unresolved traumas trapped in our energetic field. Okay, things that we need to resolve. Okay, so now, greetings, Blue Lotus. So now, keeping that in mind, and it does work both ways. I'm responding to a comment. Yes, it works both ways. We are attracted to energy, and energy is attracted to us. Okay, both ways. It works both ways. Okay, so that's important to know. That's important to know because you'll find yourself drawn to someone, and if you are studying and paying attention, to what's going on your journey, to what your thoughts have been, to the things that you're working on, then you can identify what about that person is drawing you to them and what has drawn them to you, because we can feel ourselves being pulled to them and they to us. So, but this is true for people, events, things, and situations. People, events, things, and situations. Okay. I like to call this PETS for short. That's the acronym I like to use. PETS, people, events, things, and situations. It's an easy way to remember that you are always attracting, right? Whether you're consciously doing it or unconsciously. But the purpose and my intention for this channel is to help us to become more conscious of what we are attracting to us and more intentional with what we attract to us and what we are attracted to. Okay, so now attract partners, not passengers. Let's get into this conversation. Okay, and if what we said so far makes sense or is clear, go ahead and give me some hearts in the chat. Give me some thumbs up in the chat. Okay. You guys, what are we talking about? Attracting partners, not passengers. So I want to start off by making this statement here. There is a difference between having an agreement from a person to participate in your life, right? Versus an agreement to be around. Okay? There's a difference in a commitment to participate versus an agreement to just stick around, to be around. Okay? And we want to be conscious of what type of agreements we're entering into, what type of agreements that we make with people, and what we accept from the people in our lives, how we conduct ourselves and our connections, and understanding the purposes of different connections in our lives, right? You want to notice, you definitely want to notice whether a person has just agreed to stick around and just be present, or if they are committed to participating. And we're going to talk about that difference. And I want you to be thinking about what you want to attract. Do you want to attract people that's just going to be around watching you live your life? Or do you want to attract those people that are going to fully participate, that are going to partner with you in your life? Okay? Do you want somebody that's going to be a spectator, just watching you? or someone that is just a passenger, they're just along for the ride? Or do you want somebody that's going to partner with you? And I'm talking about partnering in romantic relationships, in friendship, and in business. Okay? So, because we're always attracting those matching frequencies, the outcome of whether or not we're attracting spectators and passengers or partners will be determined by how we show up and participate with our own selves, right? It's going to be determined by how fully you show up for yourself, okay? When you have become your own fully active participant internally, you are better equipped and finally prepared to interact with an external active participant or partner in your life, okay? Someone outside of yourself who is a partner in your life, okay? So if you are attracting spectators and passengers rather than partners, this conversation is about to be for you, okay? You guys, let's talk about that. What is the difference between a spectator versus a partner or a participant? Okay, y'all give me some comments in the chat if you have some ideas, some things that come to mind. Add to the conversation. We do welcome participation. It is a conversation versus a monologue. I do want you guys to add your thoughts. What is the difference between a spectator or a passenger versus a partner or participant in your life? Okay. And we're going to get into it. I have some notes here to share with you guys. As you know, I do prepare because I want to bring information to you guys in the most organized manner and easy to follow manner as possible. A spectator, let's start with spectators. A spectator, what I call a spectator in your life, is just like a spectator at a sporting event. They will watch and listen to your journey as a form of entertainment. Okay? They will watch and listen to your journey as a form of entertainment, but they will never themselves take the field, so to speak. Okay? They're not going to attend a conference, read a book, or watch one video that you send them. They're just here to watch and listen. Okay? Blue Lotus has a great comment. Partners contribute to our well-being. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to talk about that. Absolutely. Yes. So I think all of us have probably experienced spectators in our lives before. They'll watch to see what happens as you embrace your spiritual awakening, but they fully intend to stay asleep. Okay? Yes, like a monitoring spirit. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for that comment. They fully intend to stay asleep, but they're going to watch you do your thing, right? They're going to wait and watch and see what happens with you. Personally, I do not give a lot of time and energy to spectators. I'm not going to share, I'm not going to share details about my spiritual journey or my personal life or anything of import to me. Because the thing about spectators is, it's a few different things. One of the things I don't care for about spectators is spectators, they're going to be entertained. They're looking for entertainment, and they're going to be entertained whether you're experiencing success or failure. Okay? A spectator is not necessarily cheering for you. They're just looking for entertainment. Okay? They're just looking for entertainment. And I know for myself, my journey is sacred. My journey is always in effect. It is a 24-hour thing. As one of my close friends says, I'm not a part-time spiritualist. Okay, it's always in effect. And sometimes it's not pretty. Okay, so there's a scripture. One of the scriptures from the Bible says in Proverbs, do not throw your pearls before swine. Okay, do not throw your pearls before swine. Okay, and when you think about it, what can a pig, swine is a pig, what can a pig do with a pearl? A pearl is something of value. Okay, so when you're sharing your journey, you're sharing pearls. Okay, and to a wise person that knows they can learn from anyone, it's a pearl of wisdom. Okay, even if you're just spewing one day, if you're just, blah, just venting, even if you're in a moment where you're just spiraling, it still can be a pearl of wisdom to a wise person. But to a person who's just there to spectate, they're simply being entertained. Okay? Don't throw your pearls before swine. Okay? Your words are also seeds. Okay? When you share your journey with someone, something that you've learned, that's a seed. Okay? A wise person will take that as a seed and they will grow from what you're experiencing. Right? So there's another proverb that says, plant your seed in fertile ground. Okay? So that can be your words, that can be your energy, time, and effort. Right? Planting your seeds in fertile ground. Fertile ground is a place where when you plant a seed there, something's going to grow up, right? Something's going to grow up out of the ground. There'll be a return for you, okay? A spectator has no intention of ever giving you a return, okay? So I don't give time and energy to spectators, okay? Um, yeah, I don't, and I think for that reason, I don't have many spectators in my life. Like nobody really even comes to mind when I say that anymore. That's currently in my life because when you stop giving them energy, they go. Okay. They don't plan on ever lifting a finger to help you. Okay. Raising their voice to pray for you or encouraging you or ever sharing one resource. Okay. So in essence, that is vampirical. Okay. Spectators are energy vampires. They are a type of energy vampire. And when you cut off that source that they're feeding off of, you're not giving them the deets. You're not giving them, juicy details and morsels of your life. You're not sharing, the play by play with them. They tend to fall off and disappear. Have you guys been experiencing that since you've been growing in your journey? Let me know if you notice that certain people just kind of disappear. Okay? Or that if you find that those people that you don't have anything in common with, you're not giving them the same type of juicy details that you used to. Notice how they just almost evaporate because you're not giving them a supply, a fuel source anymore. Okay? But when they're just sitting there watching the play-by-play of your life, okay, they are living vicariously through you, feeling like they had an adventure or made some investment or otherwise broaden their own horizons without ever putting their shoes on to leave the house, right? That is an unequal energy exchange. That is an unequal exchange of energy, okay? And they're soaking up your experience and you're allowing them to feel alive through you without ever taking one bit of risk themselves, okay? We don't need that. That's dead weight. Okay. If you've ever experienced this, give me some hearts in the chat. Okay. Now let's talk about a passenger. All right. That was a spectator. Let's talk about passengers. What's a passenger? A passenger is noticeably different than a spectator, and they can be tricky to recognize. Okay. Now, as I explain or describe a passenger, I want you to also be aware that recognizing a passenger can be tricky because you can be a passenger in your own life. You can be a passenger yourself in your own life. Okay? This one is tricky. Some of us do not realize we are passengers in our own life, so I want you to listen to these details, okay? A passenger is someone who will ride along for a closer view, okay? They will ride along. They'll go along to the conference. Someone mentioned the conference and you're going to a conference, they'll ride along with you, okay? If you're the passenger in your own life, it's that someone else found the conference and you agree to go because it seems like something you may be interested in. But you didn't go and find this conference. You're not looking for conferences. You're not going and researching this opportunity. You're just like, yeah, I'll go because that sounds like the spiritual thing to do, right? The passenger may read a book, they may watch a video, right? But they're not going and looking for the videos, right? The passenger in your life, if it's a friend, a partner, a romantic partner, a family member, they'll take it, they may, glance at a book that you recommend or glance at a video that you recommend. They may even watch the whole thing, but they're never sending you videos. They're not finding videos for themselves or finding things to share with you, right? They tend to come around or call pretty consistently and will encourage you when you need it. Maybe even following up to see how things turned out when you've encountered a challenge. They keep you company, making you feel like you're not alone in your journey, even though they have absolutely no plans to ever take one bit of action to ensure your success, right? They are friendly but not useful, present but not invested, available but not active in your mission, in your purpose, in your life, right? We've all known people like this. And it can be, again, there's a purpose. They prevent you from feeling alone, right? But what does this look like? What if it's you that is friendly but not useful? Like you're not doing anything to damage yourself. If you're the passenger in your own life, you're not doing anything to damage yourself. But you're also not really doing your utmost to be useful to yourself, right? You're present, you're here in your own life, but not really invested. Present, but not invested, right? You're holding back your emotions. You're not throwing your all into your daily activities. You're just kind of letting things happen in your life. You're not daring to take the reins and make plans. You don't allow yourself to become hopeful about anything. Is this you? Could it be you? I know it was me for quite some time, right? Available but not active in your mission, right? Available but not active. What does that look like when that's you? Right? It's like I'm here and I've maybe identified something that I think may be my mission, but I'm not really actively going after my mission and my purpose in life. Or maybe I don't know what my mission and purpose in life is, but I'm also not taking any serious action to identify my mission and purpose in life. That's being a passenger in your own life. Okay? That's being a passenger. Okay? So what about a partner? What does a partner look like? Let's do a quick study. Right? We're gonna look at some definitions. Because this is what we do want. This is the utmost. This is the most ideal situation. Right? We want to attract partners, not passengers. Right? And in order to attract people that will partner and participate with us, we got to match that energy, right? We have to partner with ourselves. We have to participate with ourselves, right? So let's look at the definition of partner. Partner is either one of a pair of people engaged together in the same activity. Let's say that again. Either one of a pair of people engaged together in the same activity. Now, if we're talking about partnering with someone in a romantic relationship or friendship or business, we're a pair, right? We're two people, but we both got to be engaged in the activity. We both have to be engaged in the mission. right? Now, if we're talking about becoming a partner, partnering with yourself in order to attract the energy of a partner, right? Because we said in the very beginning, we're always attracting vibrations and frequencies that matches our own frequency. So we want to attract partners externally, other people that will partner with us, right? Personally or in business, we have to partner with ourselves. What does that mean? Well, if you say that XYZ is your mission, then your daily activity should be in alignment with that, right? You should have a plan, not ideas. Ideas are not plans until you write them down, right? And a plan is not a mission or activity until you're actually working on that, right? And I normally try to avoid the word work because it carries the same vibration, the same frequency as the word war. But this can be a war. Fighting against your urge to stay in bed, fighting against your urge to, put things off till tomorrow, to sit on the couch, or to even, um, you know, dedicate all of your time. Say you have a full-time job, but there's something that you want to start on the side for yourself. Fighting the urge to give all of your time to the job, more than what's due. It can be difficult to pull yourself away from that and dedicate time to something that only means something to you. Treat that commitment to you as being just as important as that commitment to your job. If you tell yourself, you put on your calendar, hey, every Thursday night at 6 p.m., I'm going to take time to work on my project. Show up for that. Show up for yourself just as faithfully as you show up for the job, right? Yes. Yes, Blue Lotus says, I like that. My plan is not a mission until I take steps. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. So let's look at the definition of the word participate. To take part in an action or endeavor, right? A partner is someone who participates with you. They take part in your action or your endeavor. They're not just sitting back watching you. That's a spectator. They're not just a passenger. They're not just rolling along because that's where you're going, right? They're not just saying yes, to roll along with your plan and just, be there, but not really add. A partner, a participant is someone who is actively adding. They are actively taking part in your activities to accomplish this goal. So in terms of your spiritual journey, right, your growth as a person, right, a participant in that is someone who is willing to work out your shit with you. I'm just gonna go ahead and use that language. Because think about it, when you get in a romantic relationship with someone, until we get to the point where we've resolved all of our childhood stuff, and when is that point? Who knows, right? Because we're always working on these same issues, hopefully at a higher and higher level, but we hit these same core issues over and over and over again in our lives, right? Things that stem from our childhood. Most of us we're reenacting things that happen in our family of origin, the family that raised us, whoever taught us how to love and how to relate and how to be a person, right? We're reenacting the different things that happen in our childhood growing up. So when you ask someone to be in a relationship with you, you are asking someone, hey, yo, you wanna work out my shit with me? Right? At whatever level or whatever stage of working on your stuff, you're asking someone to work out your issues with you. Does that make sense? Give me some hearts in the chat. You need an active participant. A partner is an active participant in helping you work out your stuff, work out your issues. Someone who is a listener, someone who is kind and compassionate and caring and saying, hey, well, the last time we had a conversation about this, we talked about this issue and how this affected you and what happened in your childhood. And, is it possible that this issue we're looking at today is also related to that? Here's what I think, lovingly, right? Here's what I think. Could this be related to that as well? Someone who will sit down and work out your stuff with you. That's a partner. Now, a friend can be a partner too. A friend can be a partner in your spiritual journey. A close friend, they listen to your crap. They listen to you vent. They listen to you figuring it out. If you have spiritual friends, I know I have quite a few friends that are also energy healers and readers, and friends that I can call when I need a reading, or if I need sound therapy or Reiki or whatever the case may be. If I have a strange dream that I feel okay to share with someone, I could call my friends and say, hey, girl, guess what? I had this dream. I think this, but does anything come to you when you hear that? And my friends may say, yep, Spirit is showing me this, and that about that dream. And I'll be like, whoa, that really resonates. Wow, thanks for helping me see that. We're helping each other. My friends calling me for the same things. We're helping each other work out our issues. It happens in friendships. It happens in relationships, in a business partnership. Your business partner is going to help you work out challenges that come up in your business, right? And believe it or not, we don't talk about this much, but the energy of your life is the energy of your business as well. Do you really think that everything that is not a challenge, or everything that is a challenge for you in your personal life, isn't also challenging for you in your business life as well? If you have a fear of being seen, a fear of putting yourself out there, a fear of expressing yourself in your personal life that's affecting your personal relationships, do you not think it's going to also affect you when it's time for you to promote your business? Right? This business plan you're working on, at some point, you got to promote it. You may be at a stage now where you're figuring out what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, but once you get that figured out, there's going to come a time at which you have to promote that business, right? If you have a fear of being seen, that can be a huge challenge for you. And your business partner, a true partner or participant in your business, is going to be able to say, hey, here are some activities that we can do. I noticed that this is causing a little anxiety for you. What's going on? Why are we not moving forward with putting the business out there? What can I do to help you be more confident in putting yourself out there and promoting the business? How are we going to promote this business? Right? That's a participant. Right? Let's look at the definition of the word part. And we're looking at the word part because part is the root word of partner and participant. Okay? Part is a piece or a segment of something such as an object, activity, or period of time, which combined with other pieces make up the whole. Okay? And I like this definition because this is going to take us right home. Okay, it's going to wrap right back around to my point tonight. A lot of people are out here looking for partners, and I'm going to take it to romantic relationships now. I'm going to refer to romantic relationships. We're looking for partners in romantic relationships. We're looking for someone that's going to make us feel whole. You used to hear that a lot. Since a lot of people are starting to wake up, you don't hear it as much, but you still hear it. That, I want my other half. I want my better half. I want, someone that's going to make me feel whole. I want someone that's going to make me happy. That approach does not work energetically. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it is up to us we need to be whole. We need to be balanced. We need to feel complete in order to attract a balanced relationship. Okay? We've got to work out this balance within ourselves first so that we are matching the energy of a balanced relationship. And this is for anything. Even in your business, if you're not doing your utmost in your business, you're not showing up for yourself in your business, how in the world will you attract a partner that will show up and be effective in your business? In order to attract a thing, a person, event, thing, or situation, again, I call them pets, people, events, things, and situations, okay? In order to attract a person, event, thing, or a situation, you've got to match the energy of that. Match that energy, as they say, right? You got to match that energy. You've got to be vibrating at the frequency of showing up for yourself in order to attract someone who's really going to show up for you in a balanced way, not in a codependent way, not in a needy way, but really show up, right? Really show up ready to do the work. Okay, so what is the work, right? Let's talk about it. So I'm going to use the example of relationships because I think it's like one of the most challenging things for us, right? And when I say us, I do mean us, myself included. Okay, it's a challenge, right? And from there, you can easily sort out how does that look in friendship, how does that look in family relationships, right? But if we're talking about a romantic relationship, let's use the example of a romantic relationship between a man and a woman, or a masculine and a feminine, right? As women, as feminine women, if as a feminine woman, if you want to attract the energy of a masculine man, and I'm going to go with the most popular definition that we have right now. Okay. I'm going to go with the basics just for simplicity, for the sake of simplicity. The most basic and most commonly agreed on definition that we have out here of the role of a masculine man in a relationship is to provide and protect, right? Let's stick with that definition, to provide and protect, right? So in order to attract the energy of a masculine partner that will provide and protect, you must embrace your own ability to provide and protect yourself, to provide for and to protect yourself. You need to embrace your own masculine energy. This is a different perspective, okay? But this is a perspective that's in alignment with the law of attraction, okay? So we all have feminine and masculine energy. As a feminine woman, I lead with my feminine energy. That is my most outward presentation. My most dominant energy is my feminine energy. However, in order to run my business and, create that structure and uphold policy, if someone is attempting to skirt around the policies that hold my business together and make it run smoothly, I've got to employ some masculine energy in order to uphold that policy, right? So in that, I embrace my ability to provide for myself. I'm not sitting around saying, oh, I'm feminine, so I have to be a victim financially until someone shows up to provide for me. No. As I embrace my own masculine energy, it doesn't mean I have to be masculine, but embrace my capability of providing for myself, right? Now, what does it look like to protect yourself as a woman? Let's talk about that, protecting yourself, right? Protecting yourself, it's not like we're in hunter-gatherer days where we need to be protected from a wild beast, out in the wilderness. What does protecting yourself look like now? Protecting yourself, yes, it means protecting yourself physically, your personal safety, right? But also um, protect yourself financially. Are you planning for retirement? Right? Do you have a financial plan to not only keep your life afloat, but move your life forward? Are you investing your money? Are you doing things to protect your credit? Are you taking steps to protect your credit, to protect your identity? What about your sexual health? Protecting your sexual health. That's a form of protecting yourself, right? Protecting your health in general. Being able to say yes to what is good for you and no to what is bad for you. That's a form of protecting yourself. Okay? So we must not like shy away from these things and be afraid to create order and structure and plan and follow up on those plans. It may feel a little foreign, and you may not have been taught to do this in your growing up years, but this is what must be done in order to attract that energy. Because the areas in which you do not show up for yourself are the areas in which you're not going to show up for your partner, and the areas in which a partner is not going to show up for you. Let's continue with a further example. Let's talk about a masculine person that wants to attract a feminine energy, a feminine partner, right? This person, we're going to use the example of a man for the sake of simplicity, that is leading in his masculine energy, a masculine man that wishes to attract a feminine woman must, if he wants this feminine woman that's going to be his place of peace, right? That's going to add joy and comfort to his life and be a source of nurturing in his life. He must embrace his own ability to choose joy, to choose peace for himself, right? Are you more loyal to women in your life that bring drama or keep you doubting yourself and, not affirming you? Or are you more loyal to the women in your life that bring peace, support joy and peace in your life? What are you choosing for yourself? Right? What about being nurturing as a masculine figure? The divine masculine is also nurturing. Is a big brother not a nurturer? A big brother figure in your life is a nurturer, just as much as a big sister would be. Healthy men nurture people around them. They're able to express their own feelings, making room for other people's feelings. They're able to encourage, to help others around them develop and grow. They are teachers. Those are all forms of nurturing. Okay, so you must embrace those qualities in your own life. If you want a woman, for example, that makes room for your emotions and is not calling you, names of being degrading to you when you express your emotion, a woman who's receptive to your emotions and not treating you as though you don't have any feelings just because you are a man, then you must make space for your own emotion. Okay? And I know that there will be some women that may be a little triggered by hearing that, or women who may have been expecting me to say, oh, well, aren't you going to tell men, if they want us to make room for our emotions, they got to make room for our emotions? Yes, but sis, he's not able to make room for your emotions because he doesn't make room for his own. If he is not making room for his own emotions, no, he does not know how to make space for yours. Most men are taught to stay within what I call the man box, which does not include being able to embrace, express, process emotions, deep emotions. There's a very limited landscape of emotions that they have a right to express. Okay? So, yeah, we want the man to be able to make room for our emotions, but before he can do that, he's got to learn how to make room for his own. We're talking about getting to the root of the issue, right? Not the semantics of the gender wars frequency. Okay? That's not what we do here. There's compassion and love for everybody here because our work, our efforts, our journey, the unfolding of our soul is fueled by love energy. Okay? Love and compassion for everybody. Right? If that resonates, give me some hearts in the chat. Okay? So, I see a wow in the chat. Yeah. So we want to make sure, you all, that in order to attract a partner, someone that's really going to show up and participate and be an active participant with you toward the unfolding of your soul, towards self-realization, right? We got to show up for ourselves. We have to show up for ourselves first. We want to partner with our higher self, right? Partner with your highest self. Bring yourself into alignment. We want to willingly come into alignment with our highest self, right? So if you are already in that energy of partnership, my ideals and my goals over here, and I am, my daily activity, I'm meeting my ideals and my goals with my capabilities, my actual capabilities. I'm doing my utmost, right? You're living up to what you know you're capable of. And this takes a high level of accountability to yourself, because you can appear to everyone around you, oh, I'm trying so hard, and you can know in your mind that I'm not doing my best. Like, I may be doing better, doing more than some people around me, but I know I can still do better. I know I can do better, right? I know. Pangea knows where Pangea can do better, just like you know where you can do better, right? We're talking about a high level of accountability. So to the degree that you want an external partner to be accountable to the agreements that you have in your relationship with them, you must match that energy within yourself, right? If you want to see an external manifestation of a union between the masculine and the feminine, or even just like a really good friend, you want to invite friendship, welcome friendship. You want to magnetize, attract friendship into your life. Be a friend to yourself. Be a partner to yourself. Okay? Stop stuffing your feelings down. If you want a friend around that listens to your problems, listen to your own problems. Stop denying your feelings. Stop judging yourself about your emotions. Sometimes we talk, oh my gosh, so negatively to ourselves. Don't be stupid. Don't be a baby, right? Don't be lazy. There was a time in my life, I'll share this real quickly. There was a time in my life when I realized, by listening to my thoughts, thinking about what I was thinking about, I realized I was negatively motivating myself. I would be motivating myself to go hard in my business, or even, go work out or eat well or whatever, by saying negative things to myself. Don't be stupid. Don't be lazy. Don't be this. Don't be that. Just negative motivation. saying things to myself that if someone outside of me said to me, I'd be like, "You gonna get off of me?" Right? Back off. I would be ready to fight. Like, don't talk to yourself in a way that you would not allow or enjoy someone else speaking to you. You can motivate yourself with, "Good job. That was a great choice. I love the way you did that today." As they say, patting yourself on the back. "I love how you chose broccoli instead of french fries today. Good choice, right? I love that you chose to walk 1 mile today instead of sitting on the couch. I love that you chose to get up 30 minutes earlier today and meditate," right? Give yourself positive motivation. If you, the type of friend, the way you would want a friend to show up in your life, show up for yourself that way. The way you would want a partner to show up in your life, show up for yourself that way. Try it. Try it and be consistent and watch what happens. Your life will be transformed. Your life will be transformed. If you want to attract a partner of the opposite, I'm going to say energy. I'm not going to say opposite sex. I'm going to say opposite energy. Okay? Embrace that opposite energy within yourself. Try it. You will begin to see a change in the type of people that you attract into your life. I promise you. I promise you. If you are doing this with integrity, doing this consistently, you will see a difference. It must be. It must be, because it's a universal law. Okay? So at this time, I do want to invite comments and questions. If you're watching this later, if you're watching the replay, you can put a question in the comments. It may be a while because I do a lot. So I'm not like, right on top of the comments in the videos, but I do check occasionally. So you can drop me a comment or question. If you're here now, drop a comment or question now. As I go into the chakras, corresponding chakras, what the blockage may be. Okay, if you are struggling with this, okay, where do we need to hone in, the energy of what chakra is this? What are we talking about? Okay, so the overriding energy that I'm feeling with this share today is solar plexus energy. Why? Because here is where we hold a sense of self. Okay, I am talking about ego, and I'm not just talking about, this negative connotation that we have with ego. I'm talking about healthy ego, the I, right? The sense of me as a separate individual, right? This individual that I agreed to come here and be and experience this illusion of separation, right? My sense of me, my sense of self, the solar plexus, okay, is one of the major, I'm gonna say major, there's also some sacral chakra there as well, okay, but your solar plexus deals with discipline, motivation, focus, clarity of mind, and being able to bring your action, your activity into alignment with your thoughts, your goals, your ideals, okay? This, bringing yourself into alignment and your personal power grid is the term I'm searching for. Your personal power grid, right? Solar plexus energy, the symbol for your solar plexus energy is the sun. The solar plexus as an organ is where we store the energy that we get from the sun, right? It's where in our body where we physically store the energy that we get from the sun, right? On an energetic level, this is your personal power grid, your ability to do, right? So a healthy balance of solar plexus energy is when we are able to prioritize our being over our doing. An overactive solar plexus is do, 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 do. You know, you're overworking, overachievement, over accomplishment. My whole, identity is locked up in, only my accomplishment rather than valuing who I am and finding value in my state of being. Okay? Being grounded in that. Okay? Solar plexus energy is a huge part of this. Okay? Because we're talking about meeting ourselves at the level of our true capability. Okay? Big solar plexus energy. Now, if you're struggling with it, I also want to take you to your root. If you're asking yourself, I find it so difficult to really live up to what I know I'm capable of, or I don't feel that I'm capable of living up to XYZ, what's required in my life. What is it that's making you feel incapable, unworthy, less than, powerless? Okay, more than likely it's going to take you back to something in your childhood. More than likely it's going to take you back to some trauma or disconnection, some lack of connection, some lack of nurturing in your family of origin, some lack of encouragement. Your root chakra is also dealing with ideals of identity, what you base your identity in, how you first formed your identity, which of course takes us back to, like I said, family origin, ancestry, all of these things on a large scale. Greetings, Marilyn, my aunt. Yes, so root energy is a big part of this. We form, and listen, y'all, we talk about the root, root chakra is a part of it almost every week. Right? But why? They say that your personality form, your core personality, your core values and who you are, your identity, your sense of self, is formed by the age of 7. Formed by the age of 7. Okay? You're still with your family of origin. For the average person, you're still with your family of origin at the age of 7. That's straight up, that's childhood, right? Most of us at 7 or younger, if you are a star seed, if you are a reader, a healer, if you are whatever, you recognize yourself as being here as a spiritual being with some gifts to share with the world. You're an empath, whatever the case may be. Most of us, when we can remember 7 or younger, we knew who we were. We knew we had gifts. Perhaps something happened around that age or later that traumatized you or broke you out of it and caused you to begin to forget. Right? But normally, not to say that people don't, have traumas that happen at 5 or 6 that cause you to start to doubt or question. But normally up until around 7, we know who we are. Think about it. I can remember, I have very clear memories of being 5 and 6 years old and thinking the adults around here, I don't know about these guys. Like, they could be handling this different. They could be communicating with each other better, right? People don't have to scream and cry and throw things or hit. People don't have to hit, physically hit, right? We don't have to handle each other so harshly or without forgiveness and compassion. I knew that at the age of 5, at the age of 6, at the age of 7. Okay? So think on it for yourself and see what you come up with. I don't see questions coming through. So I'm going to stop here I pray that this was useful to you. If this was useful, if this hit, give me some hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your participation tonight. This was such a dope message. Attract partners, not passengers. I want you to think on who are the spectators in your life? Who are the passengers in your life? Are you a passenger in your own life, or are you a partner? Are you partnering with your highest self to fulfill your highest timeline? Are you actively participating? Answer those questions to yourself. If you want to drop me some questions and some comments in the chat, in the comment box, on the replay, I certainly welcome that. I do have classes coming up on October 5th and 13th. Okay, I will soon have an Eventbrite link available for you to register for the class. My new class is Master Your Magnetism. I'm so excited to share Master Your Magnetism. It is for both men and women. Okay, this is a 3-hour class that we're teaching online. And this time around, we're doing it for $9.99. It was $30 previously, and we will eventually go back there. But we're going to do it for $9.99. I invite you all to register. As soon as the event link, the Eventbrite link is available, I'm going to attach it here to the video. But I invite you to join me October 5th or October 13th for Master Your Magnetism. Okay, we will teach. We'll do mini readings for those who want to participate and ask, questions, try to get some insight into whatever the specific challenges that they have going on. We'll do mini readings during the class, as well as a guided visualization to raise your vibration right there in the class. So I'm absolutely looking forward to teaching you about mastering your magnetism, which is what we're always talking about here on this channel, but we're going to go deeper. We're going to go deep. We're going to bring in the science. We're going to bring in the spiritual. We're going to bring it all together. We're going to bring it home. Okay. So thank you guys. I see an excellent comment. When you are being a passenger in certain aspects, when are you being a passenger in certain aspects of your life? I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. Oh, how do you recognize when you're being a passenger in certain aspects of your life? Excellent question. Let's answer the question real quick. So, when you are not navigating, you're not doing the navigating, you are not taking charge, you are not taking control. This message came through today. This is a channel message that came through for me today. Is that so often, and we are under this empirical system, that we are programmed by. We are asking for signs about what we're supposed to do, all the time. What am I supposed to do? We're waiting for direction, right? We're waiting for direction. When in reality, Spirit is now asking us, what do you want to create? What do you want to create? What are you here to create? We all came here to create something, right? So when you are a participant versus being a passenger in your own life, you are deciding what you want to create and you are going after that. Okay? A passenger waits to be told. A passenger just rides along. A passenger doesn't become active in finding and looking for and identifying and making a decision on what they're going to do next, where they're going next. Okay? A participant, a partner, is the captain of their own ship. Okay? So when you are being a participant and a partner, a participant in your own life and a partner with your highest self, you're saying, hey, here's what we're going to create. Okay? Here's what I am creating. Here's what me and my higher self are creating. Okay? It's a firm decision and there's action behind it. Okay? I hope this was a I hope that was a helpful answer for you. I hope that shed some light for you. Thank you so much for that excellent question. I hope, yes, thank you for that confirmation. I hope that crystallized the message for our share tonight. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here. I will see you next week. We're doing this every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share, do all the things. And I will see you next week. I love you all. Good night.